Hi, welcome back to my channel. Are you tired of feeling anxious and totally unprepared during exams? Picture this. You're sitting there with sweaty palms, bitten nails, and eyes glued to the clock when your mind suddenly goes blank because you didn't study enough or crammed at the last minute. You are definitely not alone. But here's the good news. There's a better and stress-free way to ace your test and exams. In this video, I'll be sharing my top tips and strategies for creating a study routine that not only helps you get those A's, but also helps you become a top student in your class. Whether you're studying for a big exam or just trying to get ahead in your studies, this routine will have you walking into your exams feeling confident and prepared, improve your memory and focus, and also helps you score higher in your test and exam. So, what are you waiting for? Let's dive into the tips and tricks of studying smarter and not harder. Step 1. Eat a meal before studying. Before getting into study mode, make sure to eat a proper and healthy meal. Never study on an empty stomach. Studying on an empty stomach totally sets you up for failure. You'll be hit with a brain fog, you'll be tired and sluggish and might even doze off at your desk. So make sure to keep your body fueled up with enough food to give you lots of energy. The key is to eat in moderation, something light that can give you energy and keep you full for longer. Have a sandwich, a smoothie bowl, or even some noodles. Eat brain-boosting foods like fish, nuts, berries, and even yogurt. Avoid certain foods that can drain your energy during study, like sugary snacks and sodas. While a quick sugar rush might give you a quick energy boost, it is always followed by a crash, leaving you tired and distracted. Also, if you're burning your midnight candles, be careful with caffeine overload. While coffee and energy drinks can help with focus, overdoing it can lead to anxiety and restlessness, which can impact your focus and concentration. So stick to a better option like herbal teas, such as green tea or peppermint tea, which helps with alertness and relaxation, or just plain water to stay hydrated. Step 2. Organize your study space. Before you start studying, take a few minutes to organize your study space. A messy workspace leads to a messy mind. First off, clear your desk. Get rid of anything you don't need, like piles of papers and food wrappers, empty water bottles and coffee cups, tangled cords of your headphones and chargers, also old notes and broken pens. Having a clear study space minimizes distractions, helps you stay focused, productive, and motivated. Keep only what you need, like notebooks, your textbooks, a pencil case, a calculator, and other essentials within reach. Good lighting is also important. A proper light, like a table lamp or a well-lit space, reduces eye strain and keeps you alert. If you study in a noisy environment, consider using a noise-canceling headphone or play soft background music like lo-fi or classical music to help you concentrate. Step 3. Choose the perfect time to study. Not everyone learns best at the same time. Studying when your brain is most alert will help you absorb information faster and longer. Research shows that the brain is more receptive to study during certain times of the day. If you feel the most focused in the morning, then study around 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. when your mind is fresh and ready to absorb new information. If afternoon works better for you, study by 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. for subjects that require critical thinking and problem solving. And if you're a night owl, studying in the evening can work by 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. in a relaxed and focused state. But make sure to avoid studying too late, when your brain is too tired to retain information. The key is to figure out when you learn best and stick to the schedule for a consistent productive sessions. Step 4. Turn off your phone and any other devices. Let's be honest, your cell phones can be addicting, but it is your biggest distraction when studying. You tell yourself, one quick check then I'm done. But the next thing you know, it turns into hours of endlessly scrolling on TikTok and Instagram. We've all been there. That's why turning off your phone is a game changer. If you can't turn off your phone because you need it for study materials, then put it on silent mode or do not disturb. Also, turn off notifications from social media and games to avoid temptation. If you're studying on a laptop, close any application, software, or browser tabs that aren't related to your studying. no YouTube, no Instagram or TikTok, just complete concentration. The faster you get your studying done, the sooner you can go back to guilt-free TikTok time. Step 5. Make a study timetable. Creating a study timetable is important and also effective for exam preparation. It helps you stay organized, focused, and in control. By creating a schedule that works for you, you'll be able to cover all subjects, avoid procrastination, and balance your studies. To create a timetable, follow these simple steps. Draw a table with columns for each day of the week and rows for each study sessions. Divide your subjects to fit specific times for each study sessions and make it limited to ensure you don't study more than 2 or 3 subjects a day. Schedule the difficult subjects first and put the easiest subjects for later in the day. Limit each study sessions to 1 hour, with breaks in between to avoid burnout. Remember to take a break during the weekend. Use Saturdays for a light study session, and on Sundays, take the day off to rest and recharge because rest is just as important as studying. Step 6. It's time to study. Now that your study schedule is all set, it's time to study effectively. I'll be sharing some powerful study techniques to help you retain information better. They are the active recall method, the SQ3R method, the Pomodoro method, and use of flashcards. Don't let these methods scare you. They are really easy to use in your studies. First, the active recall method. Active recall is one of the most effective ways to retain information. Instead of just reading your notes, challenge yourself to remember the key concepts without looking. Here's how to do it. Read a section of your notes, close your book, and try to recall the main points from memory. Say them out loud or write them down. Next, check your notes to see what you got right or missed. Repeat the process until you can recall everything correctly. The SQ3R method, which means survey, question, read, recite, and review. First of, quickly scan through your notes to get a summary of the topic. Next, create questions based on what you just read before you begin a deeper reading. Next, read the material carefully so that you can answer the questions you set. Next, try to recite the key points out loud or write them down without looking at your note. Then finally, review it. Go over everything again by answering your questions from memory. Let's talk about the Pomodoro method. This technique helps you stay focused and avoid burnout. It works like this. Set a timer for 25 to 50 minutes and study with full concentration. When the timer goes off, take a 5 to 10 minute break. Repeat the cycle up to 4 times, then take a longer break of 20 to 30 minutes. Short study sessions help improve focus while giving your brain time to absorb the information. Lastly, the popular flashcard method. Flashcards are great for memorization. Just cut out small pieces of paper, write a question on one side, and the answer on the back. Test yourself by trying to answer without looking. If you get it wrong, check the answer and try again. This works well for subjects like biology, history, or math formulas that need a lot of memorization. These are some extra important tips to consider. Gather some past questions to practice with. Solving past questions helps you get familiar with the exam format and improves your time management skills. Get hydrated with some warm milk and get enough sleep. Having some warm milk can have a calming effect, making it easier to unwind before bed, and sleeping at least 7 to 8 hours at night helps with concentration and memory retention. Finally, stay positive and don't stress. Exams can be overwhelming, but staying calm and believing in yourself makes a big difference. Stressing too much can block your ability to remember what you studied. You can journal your thoughts if you feel overwhelmed. Wishing you lots of luck in your test and exams.